Hello and welcome to English Works YouTube channel with me, Anthony. In our previous video we looked at vocabulary and the different ways in which we could use to help us develop our vocabulary in the English language. And this week I'd like to talk about confidence. Now you might be asking yourself, why does he want to talk about confidence? What use is that to us? Well, I would suggest that it's very important for language learners to have confidence. Now, there are two reasons that I can think of off the top of my head. First of all, you would probably be using the language with strangers, people whom you wouldn't normally be comfortable talking to, and also you'd be talking to them in a different language and using something that you're not familiar with. So those would be the two reasons that I would suggest that confidence is important. Now, how would you develop confidence? Through practice. So confidence, I would suggest, is a state of mind. It's a sort of, it's inside your head. You just have to be confident. You can project confidence, you can pretend to be confident, and these are fine. No one's demanding, no one's going to test you on are you being genuinely confident or not. But you must be willing to make mistakes, and that's why confidence is so important. Because you're going to make mistakes. There's no doubt about it. I speak English. I've always spoken English. I grew up in a household where English was the only language spoken, and I still make mistakes. So, practice, confidence are the two most important things when it comes to learning a language. Now, what about practice? Practice until you're blue in the face. Practice, practice, practice. Malcolm Gladwell, an author, suggests that in order to become expert, you have to have 10,000 hours of practice. 10,000 hours. It's a lot. And that's not even true of learning a language, because a language, the learning never ends. There's always something to learn, something new, something old, undiscovered. That's what I have found anyway. So confidence is by far extremely important, because you'll be using that English, that new skill, in an environment that you're not familiar with or accustomed to. If you think about it, if you are in a meeting, we've all been in meetings. Unfortunately, I have been in many. And if you're in a meeting and everyone's speaking English, so even though that you're used to being in a meeting, the medium, the language being used, you might not be as comfortable with. So you'd have to have confidence in order to stand up and to start speaking in the English language. Because you know yourself that you make errors, that you don't know all the words, you don't know the grammar properly, and you don't know it so deeply that you could be sure not to make a mistake. So all these things will niggle you at the back of your head. They will say, you're going to make a mistake, you're going to make a mistake. But it's just trying to control that. It's trying to say, if I make a mistake, it's okay. And it is okay to make a mistake. It's okay to make a mistake, because that's how you learn. Someone will correct you. It's not an issue. And the way we overcome mistakes ourselves is by practicing, by putting ourselves in the position of speaking English whenever we get the opportunity, of writing English whenever we get the opportunity, of listening to English whenever we get the opportunity. Practice, practice, practice. So thank you for listening for today. Please subscribe and like the video if you do. If you have any ideas for future videos, please leave them in the comments below, and have a nice day.